Jason, you've been commentating this league for 22 years.
Thanks for reminding me.
That's all right, since the year I was born, might I add.
You watch, you'll do it properly one day.
I'll get good at it one day.
15 years ago, if we were to tell you that, you'd be covering Inverleigh, who at the time were defunct, versus Belpost Hill, who, again...
What did you say?
Defunct.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't have believed you.
Exactly.
No, I wouldn't have believed you.
So
especially Belpost Hill. They were forever going to win a grand final, and now they've been in 10 straight. It's an amazing effort. And Inverleigh, absolutely, it's just been and it's been a gradual thing. That's the thing. To play in 4 prelims.
We used to love going out to Inverleigh. You think you'd win by 20 goals, and they were down, but I tell you what, times do change.
Here's boys. Costello must be starting on the bench. Damn well starting on the bench.
All right, well, start of the first term, GDFL Grand Final for season 2017. James Hybens and Ren Lovett go up, and Lovett gets it down for Belpost Hill. And Fantella gets the first kick of the grand final towards forward 50. But coming across, Bowman back in the team for Gerard today for Inverleigh. Gets it across towards centre wing. Coming out is Urquhart. Tries to tap it on quickly. Gets it away to Gray. His handball. Comes back to Burke. Goes towards centre half forward. But Mays comes across from centre wing and takes the mark at centre half back for Inverleigh. Long lead. Grundle comes out towards centre wing. He handballs it backwards. It's okay. Dan Grovstanovsky draws the play, gives it away quickly towards Grundle again. Handball wasn't crash hot, but then got it up was Mays under pressure. Left foot kick towards half forward. They've got the numbers if they can break free. Meehan gets through. Handball was okay to Grundle, who followed it up at half forward. His handball, he kept going. In fact, the handball forward to the footy was okay. Mick Gros goes towards Kennedy Hunt against Addy. Addy in front. Kennedy Hunt does the good work at the front, at the back. And then Fantella gets it away towards half back for Belpost Hill. Can they take it away? Urquhart had it, lost it, got held on to. We'll get a free kick. And the Panthers will settle at half back.
Grubby's team straight into the game there. Good free kick on the half back line. And incorrect giving the ball back.
Oh, that's 50.
Penalty. So Willie Urquhart will go from the half back line and move to the half forward line. So Belpost Hill now just setting up forward of the ball. As we said, Costello starting on the bench was probably a little bit of a surprise. And he goes by hand now, goes back to Rabbis, so he runs and kicks long into the half-forward line for Belpost Hill. Mark from behind, Spoil comes down, Barlow, front of the contest. Yates head over the contest, feeds the ball out, runs free, going back to pick the ball up as Addy, so he's made Hunt work down the contest. Over the top, ball, umpire lets things go. Yates again, back in there, working hard, picks it up, needs to get out, umpire circles, but he says it's coming back to me. And there's going to be a ball up. Just outside the point of the square. He's going to have to wait here a minute because the player has not moved. He's starting to get up. I think it was Lukey Turner, is it? So Turner just slow to move.
Oh.
Look out.
The Inverleigh trainer went over trying to help him.
Must be slippery out there.
I think it's slippery.
It is.
So we might have our first casualty of the day.
Jake Barlow just gathering the Panther players for a bit of reassessment.
Well, we don't want to gather them too tightly because if the bloke gets up, it's away they go.
Mitch Gavin waiting to come on for
He's got to his
Turner.
hands and knees now, Lukey Turner, so that's a good sign.
Did he get winded or he caught one high?
I didn't see it. It was at the back of the pack. They all sort of come in over the top. It wasn't Jack Kennedy Hunt because he was first in.
Yeah.
So it was ever came in over the top. Obviously, it was accidental. Well, I hope it was anyway.
Taking the wind from the sails anyway, so he's up and walking, which is a good sign. So he'll obviously re-enter the fray a little bit later on. A little bit worse for wear at the present time.
Well, only if he hasn't got concussion. If he's got
blood rule.
Yeah, but if he
all
gets some concussion out of that, they'll have to keep him off for quite a while. Anyway.
So Lukey Gavin will come into the game now. Mitch Gavin.
Gavin Mitchell, whatever you want to call him.
That's it.
Where's Cozzy?
Gavin Wanganeen.
On the bench.
I got him for first goal.
He's on the bench, mate. He's
Had
not going to kick a
100
goal
on
from
The
there.
ball up on the half-forward line, goes towards Mays. Fantella steals it, handballs into the half-forward line. Barlow comes up, presents, can't take it cleanly. Between his legs, picked up by Mays. Goes to Hybens, he's tackled. Will be brought down in the tackle. No chance of getting that ball out. Umpire, another good decision early in the game. And it's been held up just inside forward 50. Belpost still at there, attacking into the ground. As I said, flags now pretty much straight down the line. And hardly a breath of wind. The handball comes out the back, and my man Fantella goes back inside 50. Again, Mark not taken there. Walsh does nicely, goes outside to Grozdanovsky. Didn't have the ball, was tackled without it. Going to get the ball now. Picked up Ettridge, had it and lost it. Hybens has it now, and tackled by Merrick. And the umpire comes in and will take possession at centre forward. So we've gone just 4 minutes, and both sides are yet to score.
So ball up inside, Belpost Hills, forward 50. Hybens stands. Lovett comes in with the left hand. Drew tried to tap it over the top. At the back, Urquhart. Kick was partly smothered. Off the ground, Lovett might be okay. Play on, said the umpire. Mick Ross comes through. His handball. Short one towards Fantella. It's pretty scrappy in there at forward 50. The ball's still in dispute. Now Fantella gets the left foot towards Merrick, who comes from behind. De Blasio was there. Coming through was Gavin as well, just on the ground, close to the boundary line in the forward pocket. Hawks defence working overtime. Walsh breaks free. Handball over the top to nobody in particular. Barlow took it away. Merrick was there as well. His handball over the top. Might be okay. Gets away. Chain of handballs in towards Yates. He's got 3 on him.
Got to kick the damn thing.
He's got to kick it. Bowman in the goal square for Inverleigh as well. Pack develops and somehow
comes
off the net, and it's Merrick, is it?
I think
it's
it was
Liam
the big
Merrick.
kid.
Goal.
What was he paying for first goal, boys?
He would have been paying a lot, Liam Merrick, I suspect.
Only his 5th game of senior football. Of course, a junior basketball prospect, and there's his 5th goal for the season.
So they are 1 straight 6 Bell Post Hill. They lead Inverleigh yet to score, and that is on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre. First quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes played.
I'll tell you what, Justin de Blasio has won the toss and kicked to our left of screen with the win, but I reckon them flags have turned around. Now they're going the other way. They've turned around. You kick with the win, and he hasn't got it.
The other thing, Grub, you talk about preparation with boots. There's a lot of blokes aren't going hard the ball because they can't turn, so they've obviously got the wrong footwear on their feet. So
do they wear the long stops these days, kids, or not?
No, none of these would have a second pair of boots, mate. So the ball back in the middle of the ground. Grozdanovsky looks like he's going to come out with it. Yates has in. The ball comes out in the tackle, goes back to Fantella. Another kick goes into the forward line towards Grozdanovsky, goes back, spoiled from behind. And there's going to be a free kick going the other way. I don't think there was too much in it. He's allowed to attack the ball.
What you got to make sure you don't do is push him in the face and get the ball taken off you.
Mick Groz will get it. Dan Groz will get up from that contest. No problem at all there. We'll take the wind out of the sails, but he'll be okay. So Groz now from the half-back line. Dan looks towards centre wing. Lead-up player is Dalton Grundle. Out the back, the ball comes at ground level. Picked up by Grozdanovsky. Goes to Grundle. Gets out of the contest. Got the handball away.
The ball.
Umpire says that was incorrect disposal. So Jack Yates, strong tackle, will win the ball on centre wing. Kicks into the man in the mark. Drew picked up by Grundle. His kick was also smothered. Runs into the forward line. Picked up by Burke. Again, oncoming traffic. Getting into the hands of Michael Best. Stops, props. Little short kick. Indirected. The picked up there by Rabbis. He couldn't hold on to it. Goes to Walsh. On to Grozdanovsky. Mick into the middle of the ground. In front, Barton. Protected to space. Can't mark it, but on hands and knees.
I think he's
to get
dragged
it
it
out
in.
now. Well, he's got the ball out now. Picked up by Muir. Handball comes out. Yates again with some body work. At ground level, it's Willie Urquhart just keeping the ball going. Comes out a bit further. Willie Urquhart. I'll tell you what, a lot of players having trouble handling the ball out there at the moment. So it goes back to Walsh again. Another player takes Jakey Barlow in a tackle.
That's 50.
That's
50 and a goal, you would think.
Yep, that was pretty much a stupid thing to do there, Willie Homer. And now the 15-metre penalty will take Jakey Barlow to nearly the goal square and shoot for Bell Post Hill's second goal. As the rain does get heavier, Jace.
It does. Wouldn't be a grand final day at the Gordon Tave Oval without some rain.
So Jakey Barlow, for 15 metres out directly in front of goal, comes in, steadies his foot in, kicks that goal, and he's got his second. So his first, but Bell Post Hill have their second. They move to 2 straight goals, 12. They lead Inverleigh, who are yet to score. We have gone 7.5 minutes. First quarter, Buckley's Entertainment Centre, first quarter scoreboard.
Well, you said during the call, boys, that there was a lot of fumbling. It was hard to mark and everything. But I tell you what, a grand final, rain, in front of 42,500 people, probably 70,000 people watching it on Channel 31, and 100,000 people listening to it on 94.7 The Pulse. They got nervous, but it'll settle down, and I think it'll be a good game.
So back to the middle. Rain really starting to tumble here.
Oh.
You can see it on screen as well. Lovett and Hybens back in the middle. Lovett gets it down. Hybens might do the roving work. His handball was chopped off though. Barlow, the last goal scorer, gets it away to Fantella. Left foot kick towards half forward. 2-on-1 for the Hawks, and they get away. Dan Groz gives it away quickly to Mays. His kick around the corner towards centre wing. Bell Post still got the numbers there as well. Free kick, said umpire Nachos. And it will be a Inverleigh free kick coming back to Willie Hamer.
Lost his boot, I think.
So back end of centre wing goes towards Mick Grozdanovsky, who plays on quickly, wheels and goes to the right foot, kick towards half forward, over the head of Zulix. Meehan takes the mark. So he's about 50 out from goal on the boundary line. Here's a left foot up. We thought about the lead on. It's coming from Kennedy Hunt. Is the kick okay? It was, but he couldn't take the mark, unfortunately, Jack Kennedy Hunt, off hands, and it will be out of bounds for a throw-in. 20 around from the Inverleigh goal.
Took him 20 minutes to find a possession last week, Kennedy Hunt. Finished with 11 and 3 goals.
So a throw in deep in the Hawks attack, northern end of the ground here. Barton gets the left hand to it. And the Panthers try and drive it along the line. Mick Grozdanovsky couldn't, in fact, couldn't. It was Violet, actually, who went forward for the footy there. Couldn't pick it up, though, and fumbled it over the line, and we'll have another throw in.
Here comes the boundary umpire, Jack O'Neill, one of the 4 selected this afternoon.
You're going to throw it in for Grundle and Barton to do the ruck work. Going to favour Grundle, who gets it down to the front. Best is there, over the top of it. Pack develops, and umpire Ganachia has found a free kick. Going to go to Bellpost Hill. Best will stand the mark.
Reece Burke.
And Burke has the football towards Ravis, who wants to switch the play towards the back pocket. Gray's taken the mark. Coming across and standing the mark is de Blasio.
They got across well in Inverleigh.
They did. They got Zulik short. He was going to go there, and then he elects to go further towards Addy. Kennedy Hunt there as well. Addy tries to tap it on. Back of the pack. Perrett's handball. Set Muir a task. Got it away to Hamer. Off a step. Goes with a right foot kick towards the pocket. Best comes out. Over the top towards Meehan. Gets around. Steadies. Left foot kick and kicks it out of bounds on the full.
Park.
And a free kick will go to the Panthers in the last line of defence.
I'm not sure Jack Kennedy Hunt needs to be this far up the ground because he's not going to beat Cam Addy back there and leave him behind him like a Buddy Franklin type thing. So he's better off staying at home, I believe.
Panthers go along the line towards Zulix. There's a beautiful kick from Lima, and he finds Zulix at half-back.
You'd expect that.
So just steadying the play down here, Bellpost Hill. He chips it towards Welve, who read it the better, couldn't take the mark though. Kennedy Hunt wrapped up in the tackle, lost it. Handball away. The Hawks still with the numbers. Perrett was going to handball it backwards. He turns around on the left and goes long to a vacant sort of goal square position. And, good mark. Who? Burke it was. Oh, and then he turned the ball over.
Good mark, bad kick.
Oh, and he's turned the ball over and hit Willie Hamer right on the chest. And he'll shoot for goal from 50 out directly in front.
Well, the O's Inverleigh won.
He does. He gave away the 50 for the last goal. So, Willie Hamer, can he put Inverleigh's first score on the board? We've played 11.5 in the first term. And he'll come in for a set shot at goal, northern end of the ground. Right foot kick. Distance will test him. Falls away to the right-hand side and might have just squeezed in for one behind.
Never looked like it, did it?
Josh Kennedy run up too.
First score of the board for Inverleigh. They are one behind. They trail Bellpost Hill 2 straight 12. We've played 12 minutes in the first term.
So Lima is again kicking in from the full-back position as he's done for most of the year. He plays on, kicks to himself, looking to bring the ball out wide, but Inverleigh have set up nicely out there and he kicks it straight to Robbie Logue. So the ball is going to go back in the hands of Perrett now from the handball. Goes back into the goal square, but flying back. And the mark has been taken there by Gray. So Gray for the Bellpost Hill now has the ball. And umpire just asking him to go. Kennedy Hunt needs to be careful. He's asking to get out of that area zone, but called the play on now.
He has to be off.
He's got to go now. So Dan Gray goes far side of the ground, outside 50. Costello was out there. Good mark out there, and there's a free kick, umpire. And it's going to go to Dan Groz. I didn't quite see what it was for, but he's won that free kick out there. He's going to look to his options forward. Goes short, going back. Mark Mick Groz is there. There's a combination. And now Mick Groz for Inverleigh will have a chance to go back and kick a goal. Seems to have settled a little bit better in this last 3 or 4 minutes of the game. So again from inside 50, an opportunity.
It's really important they get one, like you said before the start. They get 2, 3 up, Bellpost Hill, they're hard to catch.
So Mick Groz steps in, kicks long, gets to the square, and hits the post. So they've had a couple of opportunities. We said we need to take those opportunities. They move to 2 behinds. They trail Bellpost Hill on 2 goals straight. And we've ticked over 13.5 minutes first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard.
Quick kick in. Panthers just chip the ball around in the defensive 50. Back to Lima, who takes the mark. He chips it back to whence it came.
Geez, they love doing this, don't they? They just make their way up the ground.
Control the footy. Basically, it is goes along towards Barlow on centre wing. Front and centre from Barton was terrific. Got the handball to Page. He handballed it back. Under pressure. That's high. Umpire.
Yeah, he got it.
Yep. Will be a Panther free kick.
Jack Yates.
Martin,
Oh.
Yeah, Martin, it is. So
You just shut up and
Yeah,
do
I'm
your
gonna
job, will you? Let these blokes do
Too
theirs.
easy.
centre wing goes towards half forward. Walsh, Barlow to run at it. Oh, Mark. Good mark, Jake Barlow.
At least I don't have to call Perkins today.
Leap there.
Well, he's had the wood on him, Walshy, but he's struggling at the minute.
Barlow goes long towards half forward. It's okay. And play on, the umpire said. Basely will get it around the corner. Goes long towards full forward. Gavin to jump at it. Can't take the mark off the front. Costello's there as well, who's on the ground. Bowman, the 2 number 15s fight for it. The umpire will come in and ball it up. 15 out from the Bell Post Hill goal. Nearly 15 minutes played first term. Bell Post Hill 2 straight 12. Inverleigh 2 behinds. Ball up. Deep in the Panther attack. Hybens comes at it. Roved. Oh, nearly. The Hawks at the back. Filet got the handball over the top to nobody in particular. Goes to the side of the pack. Handball came back for the Panthers. They're working it back. Fantella's going to be under pressure. He drops the footy. Umpire says play on. Hawks defence working overtime. Still inside the 50 for Bell Post Hill. A hold, said the umpire.
Hold. He pulled him off the ball.
And Bell Post Hill will take the free kick. So I think it's Wells with the footy.
Well, played all 21 games this season, hasn't kicked a goal, and he won't either.
No, because he's gone short to Jaden Ettridge, who's kicked more than one, I can tell you.
Well, he's kicked more than 50, I can tell you.
70 goals so
70
far
goals,
this season.
Jaden Ettridge.
And what did Cossie kick? He must have been up around the 50-odd too.
It's 52. Yep.
So Jaden Ettridge will shoot for goal from 35 out, 45-degree angle, southern end of the ground. This for Bell Post Hill's 3rd of the grand final. He comes in. Right foot kick. Hasn't got the distance. Still at the back of the pack. The Hawks try and get it away. Close to the boundary line. Page, can he keep it in? They still do. Bowman, did he get one high?
Yeah,
the
he
umpire
did.
said
He
yes.
did. A couple of the Bell Post Hill boys were appealing for deliberate, and the ball hadn't gone out.
So Benny Bowman, who hasn't really moved. I think he got the helmet on, and he copped one high as well, I think. So he's in the back pocket for Inverleigh. Another break in play. Well, he gets attended to. He's up now. He gets the footy.
Catching his breath.
So he goes with a kick. Oh, danger to Walsh. It was just okay in front of Barlow. He got it away by hand to Hamer. His kick up the line. Mays can't take it with him. Pressure from the Panthers. Ettridge. Free kick for a hold. Inverleigh out of trouble. Mays at centre half back. Chips the ball over the top. Zulix comes at it, but Occasions takes the mark. Wheels and goes through the middle. He goes with the kick towards Logue, but coming back, Lima. He's handball over the top. Always got one extra. Fantella's there. Left foot kick towards the middle of the ground. They've got 2 here, but Hamer comes the other way. Does nicely. Breaks through. Handballs it away to Grundle. He chips the ball towards half forward. Meehan got a hand to it. Couldn't take it with him. His handball over the top might be okay. Drew made it better than it should have been. His handball, though, was chopped off at half forward. And the Panthers again through Gray, and they just settle down. Welv gets it back to the middle. Martineau takes the mark, and Bell Post still out of trouble again.
So Martineau from the half-back line goes quickly towards his half-forward line, and it's Page that comes up, but the ball's now picked up by Yates at hand. They need some numbers around the contest because it's all black and, not black and gold. It's brown and gold, and they work hard through that contest. Picked up, Billy Cations emerges with the ball, takes a bounce. He came back to him too, which is a surprise. Gets the handball back outside, goes out wide to Soldic, and Soldic goes into the half-forward line. Good kick, but unfortunately stepping in the hole is Lovett. So Lovett, a little short kick wide, and Willie Urquhart had the mark. Was he paid it? He was, I think. Some umpire says it's okay. And he will go back and steady things down now for Bell Post Hill. Hectic little passage of play there, but he slows things down. The kick goes forward. Nice kick, and the mark has been taken out there by Mitch Gavin. Gavin goes short again, and it's going to be a mark to Timmy Barton. So Barton now, good kick of the football, little chip up over the top. Joel Page presents up, so Bell Post still maintaining this possession. They've worked the ball just outside their forward 50. Nick kick is the important one. It goes into the far forward line.
He's got it.
Well, should have been a little bit of a push there to Bowman, I would have thought. Ends up in the hands of Costello, puts it on the left boot, runs it towards goal.
Don't
Runs
tell
it
me.
towards goal. It is
Beauty.
straight through the middle. Nick Costello's run to the boundary line. He's letting the crowd know, Barry O'Toole style, and they move to 3 goals straight. Inverleigh 2 behinds, and we have gone some 15 minutes, I reckon, into the first quarter here. Buckley Entertainment Centre, first quarter scoreboard.
Well, it's only gone 15 minutes, as you say, but there's a trend. I don't think Bell Post Hill are dominating the play, but they're dominating the scoreboard, and obviously that's what counts in our game. Inverleigh have had plenty of opportunities. They've had it down there a few times. They've kicked a couple of behinds and out in the full. They just need that early steady and goal to get themselves running. But in the meantime, as I say, the Panthers get it down there, and they've kicked 3 straight, and they're on song. So look out.
And we're back in Queensland now because the sun's back.
Yeah, no rain, sun out.
Back in Werribee.
So back to the middle. Hybens gets it down, gets a second tap as well towards Cations off half forward. Leaves it behind Yates. Oh, a bit of candy in the middle by Gavin. Gets it away to Yates again. Goes towards centre half forward. Barlow against Walsh. Does
He's
nicely
got another
in front.
free kick,
Jakey, I
Jake.
tell you. And the advantage paid well. He chips the ball towards the lead on. Page comes out. Picks it up. Tried to get the handball away to
In the back.
Edgeridge.
In the back.
Umpire Ganachia says it's a free kick and Joel Page will take it.
I think he fell forward, but he didn't dive. He fell forward and he fell into his back. It's a free kick every day of the week. Good umpiring.
We did mention Jake Barlow and Dalton Grundle before the game about those lead-up forwards. He's having an impact, isn't he, Jake?
Well, and we did mention that Walsh had the wood on him, but at the moment, not yet. Jake Barlow's putting in probably his best performance I've seen for a while.
Page, 30 out, 45-degree angle, southern end of the ground. This to make it 4 for the Panthers. He comes in. Right foot kick.
Oh, shocker.
Reece Stanley out of bounds on the ball. Last
that a shocker?
And a free kick to Inverleigh in the last line of defence. Jack Filet will take the free kick.
And the other thing when we're talking about blokes who have been decorated, Jake Barlow, I think you'll find, has a medal to his name for best on the ground in the GDFL Grand Final.
2015, correct.
Big game player, Grubby.
Maybe. Not like his old man. He was a
there
jib.
we go.
He was a jib, Barlow.
That was a good lead in.
He was a squib.
Filet kicks it towards half-back. Here is Barlow. Goes up. Walsh against him. Front of the pack. Logue rides the bump. Gets it away to Hutchinson by hand. His handball to Muir. Missed the target out of bounds for a throw-in. 20 and a half played first term. Bell Post Hill. 3 straight 18. Inverleigh 2 behinds. And a boundary throw-in at half forward for the Panthers.
It's taken 20 minutes. That was Hutchie's first touch, so let's see if he can make an impact here.
So the ball thrown back in by the umpire. It's a little bit short.
Not a
Umpires
good one.
allow things to go. It's going to be Lovett. No, it's not. It's going to be Mays. Puts his head over the ball. Picked up by Yates. Gets the handball to Rabbis. A kick off the ground. Travels the ball some 15 metres into their half-forward line. Page is there. Barlow's there. He's on hands and knees. Also Nankerville ends up in the hands of Burke. Tries to run away from the contest.
He's going to ball it up, I think.
He did try to burst out of there.
He did.
So going to be interesting. Now there's something happening back further down
Oh,
the
there's
field.
a free kick down here to Bell Post Hill, directly in front of goal. It goes to Jaden Ettridge by the looks of it.
Too high.
That's what I said before. If you're going to jostle and grab each other, don't touch them high because the umpire's going to ping you every time, and so he should. They're the rules.
So Jaden Ettridge now from the 15 metres out directly in front. He goes bang and he gets his goal and the 4th for Bell Post Hill. They move to 4 straight, 24. Inverleigh on 2 behinds, 21 minutes gone. First quarter, Buckers Entertainment Centre, first quarter scoreboard.
Gee, I reckon you just got to be real careful. When you're in a grand final and it's 3-0, you really can't afford to go touching blokes in the head and that because, as I said, the umpires are going to ping that every time.
And they'll be watching that now.
And they will, and that's what breaks things up. And you just can't afford to do it because the thing is, you're not punching them, so you're not going to hurt them. So don't bloody well touch them there.
So back to the middle. Fast start for the Panthers. 22 and a half played first term. Hybens and Lovett. Umpire West throws the ball in the air. Both get a hand to it. Kick went towards Yates. Handball. Muir got it back to Hybens. Off a step. Left foot kick. Tumbling punt to half forward. Zulik's in front. Left it behind. Still there, though. The Panthers get the numbers back. Zulik's wrapped up in the tackle. Lima there helping out. Oh, Punce, said the umpire. Free kick. Holding the ball. And Inverleigh will take it. Don't go there. Drew, I think, will get up and get the free kick, will he? No, it's going to be Robbie Logue.
Just reckon he needed a little bit more prior opportunity there.
So Logue, from inside the centre square, goes towards half forward.
Oh,
one-hander!
one-hander!
The one-hander.
One-hander!
From Mick Groz. And Grostanovsky will shoot for goal from 40 out directly in front on all days when it's wet.
Soft hands.
Ground, yeah. Soft ground, soft hands.
Yeah.
And he's taken the mark and will shoot for what a badly needed one for Inverleigh.
Well, this ain't important. This is a must.
So he'll come in directly in front. 40 out, northern end of the ground, right foot kick, and he has got it.
Got it.
So Mick Grosdanowski puts his first on the board. First for the Hawks. They're 1-2-8. And they trail Bell Post Hill 4 straight 24. And that's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard.
Well, don't matter how you get him. I reckon he got a real lucky free kick. I couldn't see any prior opportunity in that. He grabbed it. They tackled him straight to the ground. But a little bit of luck's got to go your way. And after that, the next part of it was no luck involved there. A beautiful one-hander, a beautiful kick for goal. And that puts Inverleigh's first on the board. And they need another one before quarter time if I was them.
Grosdanowski straight onto the bench with runner Brent Ling there. He's won 7 disposals and 3 marks.
Who, Brent Ling?
Back in the middle we go. Over the top, Merrick gets the ball down. Yates gets the handball back to Merrick. So from the middle of the ground, they emerge again. They go back into their half-forward line. Dan Groz going back with the fly.
Good
that's
work, Dan
courage.
Groz.
Change the stride there, Dan Groz. Straight back on his feet now, and away he goes. Cross the ground he goes, looking for, and will find Hamer. Nice kick. And Groz has gone pretty well there, and Hamer gets the ball out. Hutchison running wide is in space. With him is the Baseley. Ball kept in play. Understandably, the ball is slippery. Player slipped over, but basically clean pickup goes back by hands to Barton. Barton loads up, goes long, back towards Merrick. Will he take the mark? Bennett's there. He knocks the ball to ground. At ground level now, it's Rabbis that kicks the ball off the ground and over the fence, and it's going to be thrown. Sorry, no, it won't be.
No, ain't the full.
Willie Hamer out there, far side of the ground.
That was courage by Groz, but I tell you what, Pagey never took a short step either. He could have got it too.
So the ball is chipped back inside now to Dan Groz once again. So from that half-back line, he has the ball. Just holding things up for Inverleigh at the present time, and he goes back towards centre wing now. Out there, he's looking for Best, up over the top. Ball hits the ground, and it's too far to see what's happening over there, but it's might have been Bennett that had the ball. The ball still kept alive, picked up again. Barton gets boot to ball, drives it back towards the point of the square. Mark is not taken. Walsh can't have it at ground level. It's players now converge. It's not coming out, but it has emerged because Barlow's got the handball outside. I think that's Joel Page on the overlap. Goes forward. Mark not taken out there by Ettridge. Went back, collected, got one high. Plays on, goes back to Welverton half forward by himself. Can go if he wants to, but he's held things up.
Go back.
Baseley's in space. Barlow's in space, but Dan Welsh says, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to kick for goal. So well played, Jaden Ettridge.
Not so well played, Walshy. Barlow's in a bit of good form. Walshy tried to mark it. I think he's better stick to the punching because the ball would have gone out of bounds or something.
From 35 out has missed and through for the first minor score of Bell Post Hill. They moved to 4-1 and Inverleigh on 1-2-8. 26 minutes gone.
So Jack Follett with a footy for Inverleigh at full back. Meehan gives him a lead towards half-back. He's going to go in that direction. Oh, dangerous. Martineau there as well.
Yeah,
good mark, Nick Martineau.
He just stalked him.
He
just stalked him and said, gee, I hope he kicks it to you.
And he did. And he just used the body enough, didn't he, just to get him out of the way to take the mark.
Real good play from an experienced kid.
So Martineau comes in just inside 50, right foot kick, goes with the breeze, and I think he's missed it and through for one behind. Yep, one behind. So they go to 4-2-26 Bell Post Hill. Inverleigh 1-2-8, 27 played. First term, Follett going to have another crack at it. Goes to the outer side this time. I don't know whether that's much better. Is it going to hit anybody before it goes out? Best. No, it's not. Bell Post Hill are going to be able to bring it back in with a free kick. So Burke has it. Called to play on. So Best gets him. He got the handball away. Back to Barton, but it's out of bounds, and it will be a throw in. So just asking for an explanation there from the umpire, I think, Reece Burke, but he must have got off his line.
He must have went round his mark because he didn't actually hang on it for the too long, so he must have went over his mark.
So left half forward for Bell Post Hill. Boundary throw in. Barton gets it down to the side. Fantella roves. Goes to the right foot kick. Partly smothered. Hawks have got the numbers. Through there quickly. Parrott goes back towards centre wing. Muir can't take it the first attempt or the second attempt. Punched away. Lima at the back. Then they go. Kick by Welv back in towards Ettridge. Got Dan Groz against him close to the boundary line. And defensively sees it over the line for a throw in. So still 50 around from the Bell Post Hill goal. 28 played, first term, 4-2-26. Bell Post Hill, Inverleigh 1-2-8.
So ball on a half forward line, as we said, a throw in to take place, far side of the ground. Right on forward 50, is thrown back in now. Front position is taken up there. Ball tapped down. Welv tries to go back and collect it. Willie Hamer gets himself in and out of trouble. Did pretty nicely there.
Brilliant.
And from centre wing, he goes back inside. Goes back and mark has been taken there by Muir. Handball's off. Running player is low. Gives it away. And now goes long towards Kennedy Hunt. At the back alley. Ball runs to the ground. Where is it going to be picked up by? Two players, Hutchison and Kennedy Hunt, run into each other. But it's Hutchison who emerges with the ball. Looks towards me and goes into the forward line. Mark trapped, or was trapped there by Welv. Needs to tap the ball out, has done so, goes to Kennedy Hunt, kicks round the body, goes back to the goal square, but his opposition player
man on man.
It might be a bit more slippery down that far end, do you think?
It's very slippery down there.
So there you go. So maybe kicking back the other end mightn't be too bad, even though the wind seems to be blowing at different directions. So they bring the ball outside 50 now, Bell Post Hill, and it's Sulix who has it on the half-back line. So Attila Sulix is just asking where he wants to go with it, but it's a
Oh,
poor kick.
no.
He goes short. Picked up there. Fantella gets the handball away. Coming through. Picked up by Gros. Put down by Gros. Picked up by Fantella. Kicked off the ground. Grozdanovsky goes after it once again. Again, Willie Urquhart just puts a hand in, traps the ball, goes back towards Bennett. Picks it up now. Looks back inside. Nice little kip. And the mark has been taken there by Hutchison. Plays on. Goes across the ground. Kennedy Hunt, long lead. And that's a better kick and better use into the forward line. And the mark has been taken by Jack Kennedy Hunt right on 50, I reckon. So we'll go back and have to kick it every bit of the 50.
There's a siren.
So a kick after the siren for Jack Kennedy Hunt.
Well, that's the first time they've put the ball into his advantage. A couple of times up high. That's Cam Addy's bread and butter. Just punch it away. But a good lead, but I tell you what, he only just got there. I don't think he's 100% fit, Jack Kennedy Hunt. I really don't.
So Kennedy Hunt just taking his time. As I said, there's
Come on, big
no
fella.
cause to rush this kick. But as we said, a pretty important kick in the situation of this game. Loads up, goes long, looks nice, got the distance, but not the accuracy. And through for a minor score. So Inverleigh will finish at quarter time at 1-3-9. They trail Belpost Hill on 4-2-26. Goal kickers at this stage of the game. Ettridge, Barlow, Costello and Merrick all have 1 and 4. Inverleigh, their solitary goal kicker is Mick Grozdanovsky.
So it's Belpost Hill 4-2-26. They lead. Inverleigh 1-3-9 at quarter time. We will take a break.